Hello and welcome back to another week of your Mortgage Market Movers Weekly, where we are detailing everything that's going on in the macro economy to help you make better home buying decisions. The 30-year fix is sitting at a low of 6.58, which is super low. We haven't seen this in a little while, so really exciting that the rates are finally coming down a little bit. This is compared to the previous week's 6.63. We have a pretty big meeting on Friday with Jerome Powell that I'll be discussing in this week's section, and we will talk about the possibility of the Fed cutting rates in the September meeting. So we'll get on over to all of that whenever we get over to the charts. So let's get on over at the US 10-year. So like I said, the rates dipped down pretty substantially, and that was Thursday. So let's see, that would be probably this day. And it looks like since they probably have come up a little bit, so we will see what happens Thursday. Now, we do have some catalysts coming up, and I'll discuss those in a second, but totally possible for the rates to keep coming down. When we get on over to the economic calendar, if we check last week, let's see, what did we want to see? I think we discussed PPI last week and how it was higher than, if not, I can't quite remember. But PPI, the producer price index, we got CPI, which is the consumer side of things, and that was lower than expected. PPI, everyone thought it was going to be lower, but it was significantly higher. So I think the year over year was like 3.7, and it was estimated to be, I think the prior year was 2.9, I want to say. So a huge jump in the producer price index, and this is really the manufacturing side of things. So let's see, mortgage delinquencies. It looks like that is down from previous readings. Retail sales are also down. So it looks like core and non-core retail sales month over month. People are not out there buying. When we look at the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment, it's not super hot. Yeah, it looks like the consumer sentiment is low. Previously 61.7 to 58.6, and then inflation expectations at a 4.9, up from last. I think this is monthly. Yeah, monthly. From last month's 4.5. Now, when we take a look at this week, we've had building permits a little lower. Housing starts are up, so that's good news. More houses are being built. If only we could see those getting sold here in Florida. Now let's see. Okay, so Thursday we are going to have unemployment, PMI, which this is the purchasing managers. So it's kind of looking at the manufacturing side of things, being able to make predictions about, is manufacturing going strong? We have existing home sales, and then we have Powell speaking on Friday, and that's really the big thing that is going on, because we really want to see what is going on with the September Fed meeting. Let me see if I can find it, but last I checked, let's see, this is it. Nope. Probabilities. Okay, so this was a 90% for a rate cut in September, and that has since changed to 81.9. So 18% chance of staying at current rates, and an almost 82% chance of dropping down. So we will see what happens, and we'll see Friday if Powell gives any kind of indication of what the Fed will do. And of course, these rate cuts are the federal funds reserve rate. It's not the actual mortgage rates, but this will definitely have an impact on mortgage rates, and hopefully we see those coming down. So really big to pay attention to that. And then next week we have, let's see, anything. New home sales will be good to look at. Core PCE, that'll be interesting to look at. And really, that's unemployment claims. Pending home sales, that'll be interesting to look at. So we'll take a look next week. Like I said, the rate's 6.58 as of Thursday, August 14th, and that's down from the previous 6.63 August 7th. All right, and that's what we have for you. If anyone has any questions about any purchases or refinances, feel free to visit us at www.mortgagesbylinda.com or give us a call at 877-TEAM-MBL. Have a great week. Bye.